Hello, and welcome to Black Swan Tech. Today we're going to try something different, and ask ChatGPT what everyday carry tech it suggests for the average person. AI technology is advancing rapidly, and so is our EDC tech. What we carry with us makes life easier and more efficient. With AI's powerful capability to get information from the far corners of the internet, we are very interested to hear what it has to say. Before we get started, please hit the like button to help promote the video and the channel. If today's video interests you and you're looking forward to more of what AI can teach us, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. As we are learning more about how to best utilize AI resources like ChatGPT, I think it's best just to jump in and see what it can do. The first prompt was simple. What are the 5 best everyday carry tech gadgets you recommend? The list that was produced at lightning speed was unimpressive. It suggested a smartphone, portable power bank, Bluetooth earbuds or headphones, pocket multi-tool, and a mini flashlight. Pretty boring. Out of that list, I carry a smartphone and earbuds, and that's about it. I'll grab a portable power bank if I'm traveling, and I guess I do have a small pocket tool on my keys, but I could count on one hand how many times I've needed it in the past year. As for the mini flashlight, I bet that you'd be fine in most situations with just your smartphone light. But maybe if you're more of a night owl, it'd be more practical to carry a spare light. I guess what I'm trying to get at here is that the list is boring, but practical. Not sure what I was expecting, but I couldn't stop there. I decided to help ChatGPT out a little bit by getting more specific. My next question was, what about the 5 best EDC tech gadgets for a digital nomad? I was much happier with this list. Maybe not as universally practical as the first 5 recommendations, but they're still great. Just in case you aren't familiar, a digital nomad is someone who works online. If your job or business is online, you can work from anywhere in the world that has access to internet. I decided to take ChatGPT down this path because digital nomads are known for their tech. They have to be very conscious about what they choose because all of their work accessories have to fit in a backpack or a suitcase. If they don't find it important, they're not going to bring it. Okay, here's the list. First up is a laptop. Makes sense if you need it to run your business. You could probably trim it down to a tablet or a smartphone depending on the business, but a computer is the best for work productivity on the road. ChatGPT also recommends that the laptop is lightweight, powerful, and has a good battery life. So I guess what it's saying is just choose the best? We'll have to do a deep dive on digital nomad laptop preferences another time, but a solid start for ChatGPT. Next, it recommends a portable Wi-Fi hotspot. Until recently, you had to rely on public networks in hotels, coffee shops, or other businesses that were kind enough to give you their password. Now you can carry your own hotspot that will connect to any signal that's within cell range. Most smartphones have the capability to be their own hotspot, but that would probably only work for small tasks, especially if you don't have unlimited data or worried about battery life. If you are working on the road, it's probably best just to get a separate device. Number 3 is wireless noise-canceling headphones. This should really speak to the ADHD crowd. If you're traveling the world and don't have the luxury of creating a distraction-free environment, noise-canceling headphones probably top the list. As someone who gets distracted when the AC or heat turns on, blocking out the world is crucial for getting anything done. ChatGPT made a solid recommendation of finding a comfortable pair for extended use. It doesn't really matter how great they sound if you can only wear them for short bursts. If you have noise-canceling headphones, what do you prefer? Big over-ear studio quality headphones? Wireless earbuds for portability? Could you wear earbuds for an 8-hour workday? Let us know in the comments below. Moving on, the next gadget for a digital nomad is a universal travel adapter. Not as exciting as I hoped for, but it makes perfect sense. Once you go abroad, you're going to be dealing with different power outlets. If you don't have the right adapter, you can't charge your electronics. Can't charge your electronics, you can't work while traveling. I have a few different adapters, but none that I'd write home about. I've seen a few options that cover multiple countries, but it'd probably be smart to research ahead of time about what you'll specifically need at your destination. And finally, number 5. An external hard drive or cloud storage. Do you need to bring an external hard drive with you? I guess it depends on what you're doing and what you'd lose if your computer dies, gets lost, or stolen. Having a computer crash during a few-hour edit session can ruin a day. I have yet to experience the catastrophic failure that a hard drive would help with. If you are a true vagabond, maybe this is more important to you than it is for me. If you like to travel for extended periods of time, but have a home base, maybe just having a large hard drive backup for before and after the trip is enough. But that's just me. Now, I could have just stopped there. But with ChatGPT, it's just too easy to keep going. So with our lightning round, I prompted ChatGPT with, "Great, what are 5 more?" The sixth piece of tech is a portable monitor. For those of you with a dual monitor setup, you know how difficult it is to go back to one. It's a spoiled person problem, I know, but being able to spread things out dramatically increases productivity. It seems a little intense for the coffee shop lifestyle, but maybe if you're traveling and renting an Airbnb, it would work better. I don't know, but I do know it would be nice to have multiple monitors to work with if you're traveling. Number 7 on our list of 5, which quickly became 10, is a travel router. Honestly, I wasn't sure what the difference between a hotspot and a travel router was. I would have used those terms interchangeably. After a quick Google search, I found that the easiest way to describe it is that a hotspot uses cell towers and a router uses already existing Wi-Fi. So, if you're in a coffee shop and want to protect your data as much as possible, you can connect your router to the Wi-Fi and play around on your own network. That's pretty cool. But it seems a bit excessive, doesn't it? This is another deep dive video waiting to happen, so keep your eyes peeled. But in short, the performance is better from a router than a hotspot. If you're going to be an Airbnb traveler who's constantly near Wi-Fi, this might be the choice over a hotspot. Next, AI recommends a solar charger. Really? I think we're getting a little desperate, and definitely farther from EDC. I love the idea of creating your own power and running your business off of power from the sun, but is it really practical to say that if you're traveling abroad, a solar charger should be an essential? Maybe, sort of, possibly there's a chance that if you're traveling with just a smartphone you could do it, like if you're on a primitive African safari. But I bet at that point you aren't worrying about most of the other items on this list. If anyone, and I mean anyone, carries a portable solar panel on a regular basis, I would love to hear about it. Our second to last tech item brings back an element of practicality, a foldable keyboard. I bought one to use for my computer while traveling. I usually put the computer on the stand to elevate it and use a separate keyboard for typing. It's fancy, I know. However, this is one I'd bet most people wouldn't think of. If you're traveling for any reason and are away from your computer, you are able to connect your Bluetooth foldable keyboard to a phone. If you have to type up anything like an email, you can crank it out so much faster with a keyboard than you could on text mode. Travel item? Yes. EDC could also potentially be a yes, depending on your work. Not a bad choice from AI. Last one to make the AI-generated list is an e-reader. For those of us who love reading, this is a no-brainer. For those of us who aren't as fond of reading, maybe not. I personally am trying to increase my focus, so an e-reader would make my list. Also, if you find the right genre that interests you, reading can actually be entertaining. Who would have thought? E-readers are great, and though they might not make your EDC list, I highly recommend getting one. Black Friday will be here before you know it, so keep an eye out. Before I wrap this up, ChatGPT threw in a bonus item. It qualifies the bonus by saying, quote, "Additionally, while not a gadget, a good quality backpack or carry-on luggage with dedicated compartments for your tech gadgets can make it easier to keep your devices organized and accessible while traveling," end quote. Makes sense to me. You could probably scale that back to a messenger bag or sling for EDC, but I think that's a great idea. One thing to keep in mind comes from my backpacking days. The bigger the bag, the more stuff you'll want to put into it. I'd love to take all the creature comforts from home with me, but that's just not realistic for everyday carry. Well, I think ChatGPT did a great job, but what do you think? The initial EDC list wasn't spectacular, but with a few prompts, we were able to get some interesting stuff out of it. As someone who loves tech, for now only my smartphone and earbuds make my EDC list. However, if I'm taking this on the road, battery banks, hotspots, portable monitors, multi-tools, flashlights, adapters, e-readers, hard drives might deserve a spot in the travel bag. Advancing technology is our passion, If it's yours as well, we appreciate your support by liking this video and subscribing to get future videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.